Hi, and welcome back. I'm Jennifer, and this is 13 Moons Lodge. And this reading is for the week of October 23rd to the 29th. We do have a full moon this week on the 28th, but it's not just a regular full moon. This is a full moon eclipse. Yes, another eclipse. We are in eclipse season. And so this full moon eclipse is in the sign of Taurus. So let us dive into the cards and see what's going to be coming up for us. Okay, so once again, I have the cards all shuffled and ready to go. So if this is you, well, if you've been here before, thank you so much for supporting me, supporting my channel. I really appreciate you coming back and watching this video. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for tuning in, trying me out. If you do enjoy my content, please like the video and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, it is free to do so. And please, any feedback anybody wants to share, I'm always open, and I love hearing your feedback. And I will respond to your feedback. Okay, so getting started with this particular week, we have the Skull of Light illumination. So interesting. This is the significator card. And I need to, okay, so what I'm getting as I'm just tuning into the energies, I was just going to say, I need to tune into the energies, but boom, it popped in. So what I'm getting here is that there's some downloads happening this particular week for a lot of us. So a lot of, there's some clarity in situations for some of us coming in with the energies of this moon. That would be the influences of Mercury being close to the moon during the eclipse on Saturday. So Mercury is a planet about communication. So definitely some clarity around a situation that maybe you've been struggling with. That's going to be for maybe one or two people watching this video. But then also, yeah, for the rest of us, just some for general clarity, downloads, deeper understandings of life in general, just on depending on wherever your focus is at. I also feel like if somebody's been struggling with something, there's going to be a shift in that as well. I feel like there's going to be a lightening of the energy somehow, or a release somehow. So these eclipses that we are dealing with right now are going to could bring about a lot of emotions coming up. Oh my gosh, I know for me, I have been feeling so much emotion, and just, yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes just for me, it's been tears and tears and tears. So shedding a lot of, grief. And, but, for each of us, it's going to be different, but it's going to be whatever needs to be cleared out of our energy system in our body so that we can move into a higher state of being, a lighter state. So there is that, having to move through this kind of icky feeling stuff, not everybody, but for a lot of us, in order to step into a new way of being. And so it will come, but we need to work through this. And this is what the eclipse are actually helping us with. So everything that we're going through right now might feel sticky or heavy, but they're, just trust that it is temporary, and this is part of what we need to do in order to, in this cycle. It's necessary. We don't have a choice. It is what it is. But there's better things coming. So there we go. So a lot of energy and a lot of messages with this one particular card. I'm sure if I sat with it longer, I could get more. I'm feeling there's a lot more with it, but I need to continue with this reading. So there you go with that card. We are starting with the 8 of Pentagrams here. So, okay, so with this card, I'm just feeling that we're coming into this week And actually, I'm just checking over here with this, what deck is this? This is a Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin, Boland, and just for timing. So this is Aries, full moon in Aries, fiery climax approaches. But this is just kind of giving me an idea of the timeline. So even though this is for the week, the energies we're working here with this week are going to take us into the astrological sign of Aries, which, and I'm not really, really good at that, but I believe Aries is March. I think it's March, end of April, and then most of March. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that. So we're talking, you know, into over the course of the winter and then into early spring, basically end of winter. And so we are, you know, there's this feeling of just we're building our skills, we're utilizing our skills, and just I feel like just working away and just, you know, there's something about wisdom coming in here as well. So not only are with the pentagrams and our, you know, skills and experiences that we are utilizing in a third dimensional realm in our lives, but I also feel like wisdom is coming in here. So the wisdom of just living our life, the wisdom of, you know, whatever our experiences that we have gained from our experiences. Let me put that in proper grammar there. Yeah, so there's a lot of utilizing and drawing on these, I'm feeling, over the next few months, according to this particular card over here. And so, you know, and also what I'm just tuning into here and perceiving is that with the skull of light and illumination is that we are actually bringing down into our lives and utilizing the clarity and the understanding and the downloads and the wisdom that we are tapping into wisdom and then utilizing it within our lives. And that's part of what these downloads are. And then we have the 5 of Swords. So it's like we are with this, you know, I don't know, how do I word this? I'm trying to find the words. So with what we are gaining in knowledge and these skills, sorry, I feel like my English is poor today, even though it's my my basic language. I'm trying to find the words for the energy. So what we are gaining here through this illumination, I'm just going to go with what the card says and how we're using it in our lives. There's decisions that we're making, and there's like beliefs and ways that we talk and words that we use. Funny, I say that when I'm experiencing a challenge with words right now, that we are choosing to leave behind because they don't serve us anymore. We are recognizing in a new level how our words impact our reality. So we are becoming more conscious of the words that we are choosing, more conscious of the thoughts that we are thinking, because again, how our thoughts create our reality and our words. So all that vibrational stuff. And so we're becoming a lot more discerning in how we are carrying on with thoughts and beliefs, words, and that sort of thing. Okay, and then we have the Page of Wands. So we have, now for some of us, I'll show you this card. So I'm getting a couple things here. So for some of us, this is going to be a new person coming into our lives with some ideas and somebody who is going to inspire us. I really feel like there's inspiration with this card. But then for others of us, I'm feeling like these are inspired ideas that are getting downloaded. So spirit is really stepping in. We're not stepping in. The spirit can never step in, right? Because we have free will. They have to be asked. But we are co-creating with spirit here and being inspired with some new ideas of where to take our skills and our wisdom and how we want to utilize this in the world. So it could be that we are going to be starting some new projects down here for some of us, or a new project. Okay, so next we have the divination card. Take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. So, okay, so again, I feel like this is just reflecting what I was picking up here about getting insights, the illumination, downloads. Sorry, my dog is making noises again. He's decided he wants a treat right now. I'm sorry, bud. You gotta wait. Okay, yep, here you go. And sorry about that. So just get back on that thread of energy. Insightful reflections are guided by light. Yes, so turning inward, meditation. So this is when, the clarity, the downloads, creating that space internally, getting inspiration. This is all part of that. So I feel like that's being reflected in this card here. And so the Two of Swords. So again, I'm feeling a little bit of this energy over here with the Five of Swords, in that, making decisions, using discernment. I feel like, again, using discernment about what it is that we bring into the world through our thoughts and through our words, that type of energy. But there's something else going on here. And I'm feeling like as we are doing this, there's this little part of us that doesn't believe it, or that still is skeptical. And that's totally fine. Healthy skepticism is good to have. So, but we're still doing it, but it's like we don't trust it. Or so we're doing it anyways, even though we can't physically see the results of it right away. But there's that, like, we're doing it, but we're trusting it. And we're trusting that we will see the physical results of these changes that we're intentionally making. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it feels like actually a positive card to me. I know typically it has other meanings, but I'm not really feeling that in this particular reading. Yeah, so there is a little bit of feeling of, we're doing this in the dark because we don't know for sure that things are going to manifest in a certain way, but I still feel like we're moving ahead with it, if that makes sense. So, and then we have the Page of Swords. So we have another page here. And yeah, so I feel like this is really us, whoever this is for. This, I don't feel this is another person coming in this particular card, at least at this point. But I do feel that this is us wielding our sword in the world. So this is us really taking control. So at some point, even though there's a part of us that doesn't trust it, there's another part that absolutely does. And we're doing it. We're taking control. We're taking charge. So this might be some of us, and this might be others, those energies, because they feel a little conflicting to me. So I'm sure the Two of Swords is for some of us, like I just said, and the Page of Swords is for others. So there's others that are just really taking, I feel like it's like a very authoritative energy that we are very aware. I'm surprised the Magician isn't in here. But it's just, we're getting very, it's like decisive in where we want to go and what we want to do. and like doubt is leaving. It's like there's a shift away from doubt or confusion or not really knowing what to do, but that's changing. I feel like this is we're getting a lot of clarity and focus in this particular card. So there's definitely a shift here somewhere, and I think it probably comes from putting out the energy into the world and not knowing if it's going to happen, but also in the discerning of what we're putting out into the world in terms of our words and our thoughts and energetically. And then we have the Judgment card here. So definitely, I feel like things are going to be answered for us. Any doubts or questions about our direction, we're going to get clarity on. In that clarity, it's going to be answered, and then it's going to be, I feel like those aha moments, and oh my gosh, I understand this now. I am on this path for a reason. But if you're looking for the path or purpose, it's like for some of us, it's going to be shown, and then for others, there's like been a question or a doubt because there's been some cloudy thinking or confusion involved. And I feel like with these eclipses, that's what's getting cleared out, because the emotions are clouding stuff, the shifts that are happening. But as this carries on, and according to this card, through the winter, to the end of winter, then there is this is what's going to be happening. So I feel like there is almost like prayers being answered. But yeah, just a stepping up, a waking up to, and an understanding of where we're going or where we need to go and the reasons. And so any doubts that you might be experiencing or confusion are going to be cleared away. So basically, and I know I'm repeating myself, that's just where my head's at today. So again, we have this fiery climax, so very passionate energy with this card, especially in Aries. And we're talking, I was just looking for the wands here. So we do have the Page of Wands, so the inspiration here coming in, new inspirations. And then we have the Emperor. So this is really feeling to me like, we've shifted over the course of these next few months, the rest of fall and winter. And so we are really leveling up in a whole new way, a lot of us. And then we have the Page of Pentagrams. So, okay, listen to me here. We have 3 pages in this reading. So I am feeling like, as I said, I think again with the Skull of Light, and I said I was getting a lot of information from that card in particular that we're co-creating here, and with the universe, with guides and all that. And I think it was the Page of Swords, but I'm feeling that again with this page, with these 3 pages. We hear wands, swords, and pentagrams, which is pentacles. It's like co-creating, but with our guides. So it's like we have our team working with us. And this is what's happening. So we're not alone in this journey. I think it's really important that if I do have a meditation practice, or we are wanting a meditation practice or some sort of practice, it doesn't have to be meditation. It could be, or some sort of practice where we are creating space so that there's time to contemplate, to just open up to the energies, to yourself, step out of your mind, don't think. And then this creates a space for inspirations to come in, for thoughts from your higher self, from other higher dimensions to come in and bring the inspirations to help with the discernment, the wisdom, using the wisdom, opening yourself up to all that. And this is all working for you. So this is all part of the bigger picture of stepping into this Emperor energy. And we also have the King of Pentagrams here. We're ending this with the King of Pentagrams, this particular reading. So again, really manifesting, I mean, stepping up into a higher ability, like almost magical, of manifesting our reality, what it is we want our lives to look like, what we want to create while we're here in our body as this person in this third dimensional reality. And so this is all stepping up into becoming a next level powerful creator in ways that we have not been before, as we have the downloads, the clarification, the wisdom, the discernment, the inspiration, self-reflection, meditation, releasing as we, release what is holding us back, recognizing that within ourselves, doing the work despite maybe not trusting that it's actually going to work that way, but there's a part of us that wants to try, or we don't feel we have a choice, that we need to do this because we cannot handle being where we are at one day longer. So there's that feeling of being stuck and being sick and tired of feeling stuck. So you're going to put the work in, even though you don't know it's actually going to work. But then boom, there's this shift, and you're being shown that, yes, you know what, I'm getting decisive. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put all my energy and focus into this because it needs to change, whatever the situation is. Perhaps it's your whole life, depending on who you are. And then boom, the clarity comes. You realize that, yes, this stuff actually works, and you are seeing these changes happening that feel like it's almost like miracles, and that are happening for you and around you. But it is you creating this, and that's what we're ultimately stepping into this phase that lasts basically November, December, January, February. So 4 or 5 months into the Aries energy, and then we are taking on, embodying, embracing this new reality of seeing how powerful we are, working with the energies, our guides, our team, not only in spirit, but also on the earth, because Pentacles is represented here. And then really, as I said, we're becoming powerful creators. We're stepping up into a whole new level of the game. So really, wow, that's kind of a fantastic reading. I really, really like it. It's not a short term. Unfortunately, this isn't all going to happen in 1 week. It does take time. So this is a cycle unto itself that we collectively are going through on one level or another. But it's all really, really positive, and none of it is easy. It's not supposed to be easy, because how would we learn and grow otherwise, right? So we still got to work through the heavier feeling, energies, whatever that might be for each one of us. It's going to be a little bit different. But that's why it's so important to be gentle with yourself, take care of yourself, take care of each other, have compassion for yourself as you are, making your way through everyday life, and try your best to not judge yourself and not judge others, but just hold that compassion, and know that everything is going to be okay. So with that, I am sending you so much love, and know that you are loved and you're here for a reason. So please take care, and we will see you again very soon. Mwah! I'm sending you my love. Bye for now.